Alright, next up is Paladin. This one's going to be interesting because a lot of my favorite Paladin decks have been gutted, quote unquote. It's one deck. I shouldn't exaggerate. Okay, so Avenge coming back is massive. This is a 5. This is 500%. Ulticon, how's it going, man? Good to have you here. This is a 5 because this card was good. This is the reason why Paladin played Secrets. It's a 5. Noble Sacrifice. It's a 5. It's good for Secrets. Alright, good, new card. I was about to say good secret here, but I haven't actually taken much time to think about this. But the reason why I like this in particular is because... Okay, so let me read its effect real quick. After an enemy minion deals 3 damage or more, destroy it. The main reason why I like this is because your opponent can no longer be like, haha, I'm playing around your Noble Sacrifice by playing my 1/1 into your secret. Now, if your opponent has, like, let's just say, like, a bunch of 1/1s and, like, a 6/6, they attack with the 1/1s, then they attack with the 6/6, and then suddenly this card will kill it. So that's, like, a really big deal. I want to say this card is actually really good. It also, like, prevents, like, your opponent from, like, going big very, very quickly. So, like, if you run this in your deck and, like, I don't think Questing Adventurer is in the set, but let's just use him as an example because he often gets broken. If a Questing Adventurer gets, you know, like, ridiculous attack and it's the only minion on the field, then suddenly their swing turn is gone. Secrets aren't that amazing anymore. I have a feeling that secret support is going to happen for Paladin. But regardless, Avenge is going to be good. Noble Sacrifice might not be a 5, but I just want to say for flavor reason, it's a 5. Yeah, dude, Buttspot is bullying you right now. But regardless, I think this card is going to be decent. I want to give it a 3, 3.5 almost, because I want to be hopeful for it. But this card, I wouldn't underestimate it. I think it's pretty decent. Righteous Protector coming back. I was literally playing this earlier. This card is insane for Paladin. It's good. I think it's a 4. Especially if we have any more Divine Shield support, it might see a lot of play. Like, if we get a card like Rallying Blade, for example, then suddenly this card just becomes a lot better. So I want to give this like a 4, because this is just a good turn 1. You always do this on turn 1. You almost probably mulligan this on turn 1. And then suddenly if you have Avenge buff this up, yeah, it's insane. This is a 4. Okay, 2 mana, Argent Protector. It now has 3 attack instead of 2 attack. I don't know if this makes this card more playable, to be honest. Maybe if Divine Shield gets more synergy. I don't know, man. I'm not hopeful for it. I'm not really that hopeful for this. I want to give this like a 1. Like, it's not good in Wild, so it's probably not going to be that good in Standard either. I want to give it a 1. Alright, Holy Light. Holy Light being a holy spell is probably going to make this card better when the new cards get released, because I really feel like the reason why they're tribing these cards is going to be like support or with it. Like, there's going to be like a discover a holy spell or find a holy spell randomly. And so the fact that this is, you know, going to be maybe found randomly, going to be a card that you not necessarily find in your deck, but it's going to be something that's going to be played a lot often. Also, Zephyr's buff, haha. But it also heals you for 8 instead of 6. So that's a big deal, I feel like. Yeah, it's another Zephyr's buff. Do you know if the Mage Legendary inherits the Death Rattle too? Imagine that on Ziliax. Oh. I don't think the card that gets the Death Rattle inherits that Death Rattle. It just gets the ability once. I don't think it's like Greybow where it scales infinitely. But yeah, Zephyr's gonna be insane in Wild Kick W. Pursuit of Justice, give a +1 attack to Silverhand recruits you summon this game. I think this card is actually gonna be insane, because this is a permanent effect, right? Like, give +1 attack to Silverhand recruits. Suddenly you play 2 of these, and your hero power summons a 3/1. I think this card's actually really broken. It's also like a board buff. So Dude Paladin is getting a lot of support. Even Paladin, if Call to Arms gets reverted, will be the nuts. It's not gonna get reverted. I don't think it's gonna get reverted. Call to Arms is a card that needs to stay at 5 mana. But this card just seems... I think this is a 5, dude. I think this card's actually a 5. Dude Paladin could receive a lot of support here. Oh, that's a good point. Laraxian could be insane. Suddenly your hero power is a 3-1 with Divine Shield. Yeah, this is a 5, dude. This could actually make Dude Paladin very good. Aldor Peacekeeper. This card is interesting. I've always liked this card. And now that we're doing more minion-based strategies, this card can actually see a lot of play. And this card saw a lot of play in Classic. So I think it could be pretty good. Ixar said they're reverting pretty much all the wild nerfs. Wow, really? So Call to Arms is 100% going back. Wow. Wow, they're really changing everything. Dude, the Hearthstone's going to be a completely different game in a month. So it's a really exciting time, man. Equality being 3 mana, it's back, but I don't think it's going to be insane now that Pyromancer is no longer in the set. So Equality Consecration happens on turn 7. That's still pretty good. Still nice. I think I like that. I want to say this is like a 3, just because it's 3 mana now. Haha, so I'll easily get away with that. Kick W. But it's good that it's good that it's cheaper. Odd Paladin can run it. Oh wait, okay, hold on. And Wild, that's actually a really big deal. Odd Paladin is insane with that. It's probably the main reason why they didn't nerf it to 3 to begin with, because Odd Paladin was actually like the Nutter Butters. So if Odd Paladin can survive in Wild, then yeah, that's actually really good. Also, this card being a 3/4 seems unfair. It seems really unfair that this card is a 3/4 because it was already good as a 2/4. And now that Dude Paladin's getting so much support, this is just a bigger threat. So this card's like I think a 4 or a 5 on the fact that Dude Paladin feels like it's going to be insane. Also, there's no Pyromancer. So suddenly these 1/1s are going to be harder to kill. Yeah, I don't think that this needed a buff. This really didn't need a buff. I think this went from like a 2.5, 3 to like a 4. Like, it's really good. I'm giving this a 4. It's probably 4.5, honestly. Alright, Blessing of Kings seems pretty interesting now that it's going to be in the core set. But I still don't think it changes how slow this is. Like, maybe we could scale with Paladin. But I don't know. For some reason, I'm just not hopeful. Like, I'm just trying to think of a reason we would play this. But there's probably going to be better ways of getting buffs. I don't know, man. What do you guys think? Like, if boards matter, and they will, and you have cards like, I don't know, like Tour Guide every now and again, where you can play something for like 0 mana, then this could be decent, but like this just doesn't make the cut anymore. Like, this used to be decent because building up one big minion used to, you know, not get punished. So I want to say this is probably like just like a 2. Blessing of Kings, very, very flavorful, but the Holy Spell might carry it to some degree. I don't know. Consecration, if this wasn't in the set, then people would stop playing Paladin. Simple. Also, it's holy, so you're giving it a 4. This sees play in standard. Yeah, it's way too slow in Wild. Way too slow in Wild, Blessing of Kings. But Consecration needed to stay. Alright. Truesilver Champion is the same. I think this card might be good if mid-range Paladin could see play. So, again, mid-range strategies, if they are worth any... if they're worth a damn, then maybe this could see play. So I think Truesilver Champion, I'm just going to keep it as a 4. Because mid-range Paladin always loves this deck. Plus, I think, isn't that Zealot card still staying? So Pure Paladin might just benefit from this. It may not see play if the Zealot stays in the meta, but maybe it's just more damage. And Truesilver Champion has always proven its worth. Except in recent metas, now that like Burst is everything. But now that everything's slowing down, I like its potential. Stand Against Darkness is coming back as well. So again, Dude Paladin support. Oh, Zealot is rotating. Okay, so that just makes Truesilver Champion so much better in my eyes. Hyper Dan's Game. Thank you so much for that follow, man. Good to have you here. But Stand Against Darkness, more dude support. Now imagine you play 2 of the Pursuit of Justices. So your recruits are now 3/1s. You have a turn 5, fill your board with 3/1s. And okay, wait, no. All right, think about it this way. This is kind of greedy, but okay. So you played Pursuit of Justice. If you have coin on turn 4, you could coin out the 5/5, and then on your turn 5 turn, you have an entire board of 3/1s with Divine Shield. Pretty good, right? That seems pretty freaking good. I think that might be more than a high roll. Dude, Paladin really seems insane. So for that, I want to give this a 3.5. I think 4 is a little much. But if that combo that I just described ends up winning Paladin games in the future, because it's like Token Druid but slower, then yeah, really good, right? Isn't there a corrupt card that does this for 3 mana? It's just consistent support. Like, you have an insane amount of 3/1s back to back to back to back to back. Like, you suddenly, instead of having 2 cards that fill up your board, you now have 4 cards. It's like Wisping Woods, and it's like I don't want to say like the 8 mana twin spell card, but it's just more ways to fill in the board. I don't know if Blood Knight is in the core set, so if it is, then this deck just got a lot more support. Riff Raff, thank you so much for that follow, guys. By the way, if you're enjoying what you're seeing, feel free to follow. And guys, if you're watching this on YouTube, feel free to hit that sub button, because we're almost at 2K. So let's see if we can get to 2K in the next month. That's the goal. All right, so Guardian of Kings is a taunt. Wait, hold on a minute. It has taunt now? Oh god, I didn't see that it had taunt. So it's a 7 mana 5/7 with taunt. So it used to just be a 5/6, but now it's got taunt and it heals your hero. This actually doesn't seem half bad. I think this card's actually not half bad. Like, I want to give it like a 2.5 because it's not like the greatest, but the fact that it has taunt makes all the difference. And I think Librams are staying in the format, right? When did Librams come out? Libram Paladin feels like it's been around forever. It came around in Skullomance, right? No, it didn't come around in Skullomance. It came before that. So if it came before that, that means that it's rotating out. Okay, they're from Old Doom. Okay, yeah, I was about to say, they feel like they've been around forever. Yeah, it was definitely not Skullomance. That was a way bad guess. So Librams are rotating out. So you can't just make this a six. You can't make this a 7/9. I was about to say 6/9 kick W. Librams are from Outland. Well, regardless, they're from a set that's rotating. So this might be okay if it can give you enough support, but I don't know if taunts are going to be all too valuable. This seems like a little bit too late though for like when you want to play a taunt. You either play this for the healing and the fact that it has taunt as a bonus, right? So I want to give this a 2.5. Maybe it sees play. And Tirion better stay in Paladin. 5 because it's Tirion. Even if it doesn't see play, it's freaking Tirion. It's randomly in the game, so you can find it in standard. So that's pretty ridiculous. Wait, so we got one person there saying Librams are staying? Okay, hold on. I'm looking up Libram of Hope real quick. When did Librams come out? It came out in Ashes of Outland. So it's rotating.